Hey guys, today on People Now.
I'd like to thank Debbie Reynolds for her wonderful career of work.
Ryan Gosling pays tribute to Debbie Reynolds.
One of the sister wives' daughters reveals she's gay.
Eva Amuri responds to critics after sharing news of her son's head injury.
We are breaking down last night's Bachelor with former Bachelor Boehlke and former Bachelor contestant Olivia Cardidi.
And we are taking your Facebook questions live this morning.
Plus, see why Bindi Irwin is smiling from ear to ear for the new year. Hey, good morning, guys. Welcome to People Now. We are streaming live. Happy New Year, everybody. Good to be back here and charging into 2017 with a great show to start us off. Former Bachelor stars Olivia Cardidi and Boehlke. They are going to break everything down for us about the Bachelor season premiere a little later in this show. All you members of Bachelor Nation watching on Facebook Live right now, make sure to leave your questions and comments below. We cannot wait. But first, here's what you need to know and what's trending today.
And finally, I wish I could have said this in person, but I'd like to thank Debbie Reynolds for her wonderful career of work. She was an inspiration to us every day. We watch Singing in the Rain every day for inspiration and truly unparalleled talent. So thank you to her for all of that inspiration, and thank you to all of you.
That, of course, is La La Land star Ryan Gosling paying tribute to Hollywood legend Debbie Reynolds at Monday night's Palm Springs International Film Festival opening gala. The event was attended by many of the A-list celebs in the running to win big this award season, including Natalie Portman, Casey Affleck, Amy Adams, and many more. Lion star Nicole Kidman was also there and got emotional when she accepted the International Star Award. Watch this.
I was here 12 years ago, and I was here with my papa, who was alive then, and I was newly single, and he came with me as my date, as he often did, and he held my hand and we walked up the red carpet, and I still have photos of that. So this is a really emotional evening for me. Yeah. Oh. And even though he's not here now, a lot of great things have happened in my life in the last 12 years. I met the love of my life. Yeah. And I got married to him, and I grew my family with him, and I'm incredibly blessed.
And guys, of course, tributes are still pouring in for Debbie Reynolds' daughter and beloved actress Carrie Fisher. Fisher's half-sister Jolie Fisher penned an emotional and revealing tribute in a guest column for The Hollywood Reporter, where she opens up about her final moments with Carrie, saying this: "During our transcontinental chat before Carrie's fateful flight from London to LA, we promised we'd spend Christmas together. It's a promise we kept, although not in a way either of us had anticipated. Throughout the holiday, I sat by her side in a hospital room filled with a cacophony of sounds made by the machine, keeping her barely alive." Debbie, of course, was there as well. She told me that she'd been praying for my time, more time for Carrie, for herself, and for Connie. I knew if those prayers weren't answered, Debbie might very well join her daughter. Very sad story there and a very heartfelt post. Jolie also writes about Carrie's daughter and Scream Queens actress Billie Lourd, saying this: "She would have wanted us to celebrate her life, her words, and for Billie to be whole. In time, she will be. She is smart and soulful and magic. My sister Trisha Lee and I vow to be whatever our niece Billie needs us to be." Of course, heartfelt things there, and much more coming up. She went on to say this: "You all lost Princess Leia and Carrie Fisher. I lost my hero, my mentor, my mirror. My brother Todd has lost his sister and his mother, whom he has said will lay to rest together. There is no universe where these ladies are not due their appropriate pedestals, and both will be memorialized in separate ceremonies in coming weeks." And Jolie concludes her emotional tribute by hinting at the possibility of picking up Carrie's writing pen, saying, "You can't write this, but you can write it. And do I have a hell of a book in me?" Carrie Fisher's family will gather to say goodbye later this week. A source close to the family telling Entertainment Tonight that the memorial will be held Thursday, January 5th. The Star Wars star passed away on December 27th. Her mom, Debbie Reynolds, passed away just a day later. The family is reportedly planning a more public memorial to honor them both. According to Carrie's brother, Todd Fisher, his mother, Debbie's death was destiny because she didn't want to leave Carrie and did not want her to be alone. Our thoughts go out to the Fisher Reynolds family. Guys, stay on people.com for the latest on the family's plans. Moving on to this very different and bizarre story, Real Housewives of Atlanta star Kenya Moore had a recent scare that involved her pulling a gun on 3 trespassers that entered her property by climbing a wall. Now, Kenya revealed what happened via multiple Instagram posts of screenshots from her security footage that showed 2 men and 1 woman approaching her home. Moore admitted to her followers that she pulled her gun on the 3 trespassers by sharing a photo of herself with the weapon. Kenya also revealed that the trespassers climbed over a wall in order to circumvent her security gates and ended up knocking on her front door. Very scary stuff. Moore defended her actions in an Instagram post stating, "I have a right to feel safe in my home and to protect myself. I don't care if I'm on TV. What if 3 strangers banged on your front door? 2 of them being grown men wearing dark clothing, knowing they could only get to you by jumping fences or trespassing onto other properties and mine. There are home invasions, robberies, rapists. What if your children or loved ones were threatened this way? Anyone who is bold enough to commit a crime, endanger themselves and others, needs to be punished." Strong words there. Moore says she is offering a $1,000 reward if anyone can identify any of the 3 individuals and that she plans to prosecute the trespassers. That's a scary thing.
Very scary story there.
Right. Like you kind of can't blame her.
I know.
And she's receiving heat for it, but in the moment you don't know what you do.
Definitely. But switching gears, we are very excited because Bachelor Boehlke and season 20 cast member Olivia Cardidi are going to be joining us live to break down the premiere of Nick Viall's season in just a little bit.
So much.
So if you are watching, if you're watching on Facebook Live, make sure to leave us your questions and comments.
We cannot wait for that.
Very
Andrea,
excited.
even more trending news for us.
Yes. Sister Wives teased something big for their New Year's episode, and on Sunday night, a very unexpected twist was revealed. Yes, 21-year-old Mariah Brown broke the news that she identified as a lesbian. Mariah, the daughter of Cody and Mary Brown, announced that she's gay to her parents, including sister wives Janelle, Christine, and Robin. And after Sunday night's episode, the college student thanked everyone on Twitter for their support of her coming out, saying, "Wow, okay, y'all, making me cry with your support. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you." While fundamentalist Mormonism, which is what the Browns closely align their faith to, does not approve of homosexuality, the family told HuffPost Live in a 2013 interview that everyone should be able to structure their family in any way they want, whether they are gay or straight. All right, moving on to this. Eva Amori Martino, daughter of Susan Sarandon, is firing back to all those haters with an Instagram post after openly sharing her pain over her son Major James' head injury via a blog post on her website, Happily Eva After. The lifestyle blogger included this message to critics in her Instagram post, saying, "To those who've expressed judgment, cruelty, and criticism of me, my choices, or my fragility during this time, I'm not going to justify myself to you, but I sincerely wish that 2017 brings you enough self-love and confidence that you no longer feel the need to tear down another person during their darkest moment." On New Year's Day, Eva revealed in a blog post that her 10-week-old son cracked his head on the hardwood floor when the family's night nurse fell asleep while holding him. She also confirmed in the post that her son was completely fine and has been healing well. Eva went on to say that she can no longer handle anyone but herself taking care of her children. She's so grateful for all the support she's received, also saying in the Instagram post, "Thank you from the bottom of my heart to everyone who has reached out with words of comfort or to share their own stories the past 24 hours. It is so moving to know there are so many of you who are wishing our sweet boy well and who are rooting us on as a family."
Hey guys, stay with us. Former Bachelor Boehlke joins us live this morning with former Bachelor contestant Olivia Cardidi, and we are taking your Facebook questions live this morning. Plus, we've got 3 key yoga moves to get you moving in the new year and keep you moving. Stick around.
This is King Cutie in People. His Royal Highness Prince George Alexander Louis of Cambridge. These are George's parents, George's home, his Nana, the Queen, and his staff of 644 Englishmen. This is George's dog Lupo, who inspired his favorite book, The Adventures of the Royal Dog Lupo, one George will share now that he's a big brother. People. The details make the story. Don't miss this week's People.
So excited to see you appearing on the upcoming season of Celebrity Apprentice.
Yes.
What can we expect? Any Arnold stories?
It was extremely, extremely intimidating.
By the show? Okay, bye.
Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm
Okay.
like, I'm sorry, it's the Terminator. First day we were like filming a promo, he came in on like a horse, and I was like, this is like, I don't know, he looks really scary with a cigar and the whole shebang. I was like, oh my God. So I got, over my fear, and he's just like, He's really like intimidating and strong when he needs to be, but also very funny. Which I was like very relieved because we needed that at times.
Like sarcastic funny, or he's just whatever. He
Really
knows how to work
funny.
it.
Yeah, he's just very funny. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, obviously everyone's going to compare him to Trump. Now President-elect Trump, who used to host the show. I mean, it's a totally
inevitable,
different
but they're
style.
completely different.
Right.
Yeah, they're just like night and day.
You're not the only housewife on the show. The Real Housewives of Atlanta star Portia Williams also on the show. Did you guys get along, or?
We did. I know everyone expects, oh, 2 housewives.
Well, it's either like, is it like, do you guys immediately connect, or are you like polar opposites and you are adversaries?
We're probably opposites, but you know, I had fun with her. I mean, I don't, contrary to popular belief, because I'm in the Housewives, I'm not like a fighter. I don't like look for problems.
Not a monster.
I swear I really don't. So, you know, I found her to be adorable and funny, and you know, she just made me laugh too, but not everybody did, trust me.
The return of The Bachelor is our Toyota People Pick of the Day, and here to break things down with us and take your Facebook Live questions, Season 20 contestant Olivia Cardidi joins us live in studio. Good morning, Olivia.
Good morning, good to have you.
It's amazing to have you here in person.
Yeah, and former Bachelor and newlywed Bob Guinea taking a break from packing for his honeymoon to Skype in from the West Coast. Good morning, Bob. So good to have you here. Thanks for being
Hey, guys.
here. And guys, everyone watching on Facebook wants to know what is up. We want to know what's up with you, Bob and Olivia, and we want all your Facebook questions throughout. So just go ahead. What's up?
Nothing, you.
Yeah, just hanging out.
NMU.
Just hanging out. All
I
right.
know you watched last night, had a good time watching.
I did. I had friends over and we made paleo dinner because we're trying to be paleo. And,
It's a New Year's thing.
I live tweeted the whole thing. It's kind of what I'm famous for now.
It
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
Really funny
You do
on
a really
Twitter.
good job.
Let's get to the
Okay.
first episode, though.
Yeah.
So a lot was talked about with this being Nick's 4th time on the show. You know, he's been on The Bachelorette twice, Bachelor in Paradise once. So, Olivia, what grade do you give Nick?
I give him a B.
A B. Okay.
Is that?
Why B?
I just thought it was really kind of boring. We didn't really see a lot of him, like his personality. I feel like all of his conversations were just, so how are you feeling? Are you nervous?
Yeah.
I'm nervous. Are you, it just, I don't know.
That kind of thing. Yeah. Okay.
It just didn't really.
All right, what about you, Bob?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Olivia on that one. It wasn't a ton of action, but I'm gonna go solid B+.
Oh.
Okay.
Because the whole Liz situation, I thought he really kind of upped his game there. I thought that was a wonderful transition, and there were a couple moments, you know, handling the dolphin girl. Those things, you know, took some skill. So I was pretty proud of it.
He handled it well. I feel like he was doing kind of a low-key thing.
Yeah.
Because there's so much anticipation. People have a lot of opinions. So I think he was playing it super neutral.
I think so too. Especially the backlash after his other
Right.
seasons, so now he's trying to be really good.
Got it. And I think a smart move, at least at the beginning. One of the big storylines in the premiere was Nick being reunited with the blast from his past, Liz, the doula, who he had previously had a one-night stand with, it turns out, at Bachelor alums Jade and Tanner's wedding.
I tweeted about it. She was basically saying, at the wedding, I didn't want you, but now when I found out you were going to be the Bachelor, then I wanted to. And he was like, wait, sorry, that's not
Oh,
okay.
my goodness.
That was my favorite part.
Yeah, I'm also confused. Did they spend the night together and then he asked and she said no? I don't know. It was weird.
Didn't he give the number afterwards? Almost like a compliment that he
just-
still asked for the number?
Yeah.
In some weird way. I don't know.
Of all the times I've been ghosted by a guy, like she basically got ghosted by a guy. You don't go back and be like, oh wait, I like,
Yeah.
you know,
it's,
I don't know.
It's a strange situation. Bob, you think that he flipped things pretty well when it comes to the whole Liz thing. Explain.
I do. Well, I was at that wedding actually. It was a beautiful production, by the way. And I met her as well, and that's one of the few times I've actually gotten to hang out with Nick. And yeah, you know, I think honestly, he looked like he did not have a clue who she was when she got on the other And I can't for the life of me think that the producers wouldn't say, hey, P.S., one of these ladies that came in here has hung out with you before. And I think he put 2 and 2 together, and it was a pretty masterful turn.
Wait,
I mean, it was.
Bob, do you remember Liz from the wedding?
I do.
Oh, you remember?
I remember.
Wow.
Bob Guinea remembers her, not Nick Viall.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Funny.
I met all the bridesmaids and what have you, and you know, shook hands and all that whole thing. But I didn't have as much of an intimate conversation with her, obviously, as Nick did. So, you know, Scott, remember her, not mine. So he did a good job.
It's definitely one of my favorite storylines this season so far.
Oh my gosh, it's unbelievably juicy.
Okay, well, another big controversy in last night's episode was Alexis, the aspiring dolphin trainer, insisting that her shark costume was a dolphin. Can we just all agree that it was definitely a shark?
It had teeth.
I think it's bold. I mean, my best friend Izzy came in a onesie. I just feel like costumes don't end up working out for people. Like, it grabs attention, but it doesn't make you look serious
Sure, right,
either.
right.
But heck, I love it. props to her. Me and Izzy were like, yes, girl.
I know. And Bob,
Stick with it.
Bob, did you dig the dolphin costume?
I did not. I kind of hated it, to be honest. But it was one of those things where, you know, I mean, again, I was the Bachelor back in the Stone Age, so no one even had costumes back then. So this is you know, a whole new twist on the thing. But I thought it sort of took away from the fact that, you know, it was such a stunt and such a prop that after a while I was like, okay, let's lose the shark thing and, you know, see who you really are for 5 minutes. But maybe
the shark thing, dolphin thing, whatever. Yeah, right. And the lesson learned: if you're going to do a costume, make it very clear what it is, and don't deny what it obviously is. Anyway, okay, moving to Facebook. We're doing Facebook Live as well. We want to hear from you. Robin on Facebook is asking about Corinne. One of last night's, of course, most memorable moments actually came during the preview for the rest of the season, where we saw Corinne, the business owner, taking charge. Think about it, Olivia, some referred to you as a villain on your season of The Bachelor, but I don't think you knew about that. Corinne's being called the villain so far this season. What do you think of her, and what's your advice to her for being the villain?
Don't check your social media. Just stay off Twitter.
Okay.
Look, people were tweeting me like, oh my God, Corinne's the next Olivia. I think I was like a classier aggressive.
Okay.
I think she's more of like a sexual aggressive. I was never like, here's my vagine.
Yeah, that is very true.
I was like, I want to talk. So props to her for getting after it. What do I know?
And Bob, you think that Corinne actually has a chance to win it all? Please explain yourself.
Well, I definitely think she's made a very strong first impression, clearly. But you know, I agree with you, Olivia. You were not like, you know, you were a lovely and classy villain, of course.
Thank you.
But, I can't help myself. I always sit home and think, oh my God, that's someone's daughter talking like that on television.
Right.
To me, it's just one of those things where it's like people forget. You know, I know that, you know, I was so mindful of it even when I was the Bachelor, thinking, oh my God, I don't want to embarrass my family. But it seems like people have kind of thrown that one out the window, especially Corinne. But I do think she's got a chance to be around for a while, and I think that, you know, perhaps she's right about the hashtag platinum vagine. That might be what.
She's definitely got 4 or 5 episodes for villain factor
she's going to be around for a while just because they have to have her. I like her. I mean, I love the villains. They're fun.
Yeah.
I think people should appreciate them more.
And she got that first kiss. I love everyone. She's a hoe.
She literally said hoe.
That girl a hoe.
She got the first
Like the level of things has totally changed, Bob, since your day, as you mentioned.
Well, Bob, another one of your picks to win it all is a little less controversial. Rachel, the attorney, who got Nick's first impression rose. So what do you like about her?
Oh man, I just thought, first of all, she came out guns blazing, just a lot of confidence. You know, I thought a lot of personality, which is huge. And it wasn't hokey. It wasn't, you know, no offense to shark costumes, but, you know, her acumen of just, you know, talking about her career and talking about everything else. And so I thought it was really kind of one of the more realistic and one of the more genuine connections of the night.
I was gonna say realistic and genuine.
Yeah,
I think
it was
definitely.
a good moment.
Actually, the first time a person of color has gotten a first impression rose. Amazing.
Yes.
Olivia, what did you think of Rachel?
I mean, I got the first impression rose, so I was like handing it off to her. Love you. I loved her. She's amazing. I tweeted, I couldn't believe someone was talking about their career.
That was what I thought was impressive.
Yeah, definitely impressive. We definitely want to also talk to Facebook Live. Olivia Kelly on Facebook is wondering, who is your pick to win the final rose? If you had to, I know it's early on, but just based on all things.
I got Vanessa vibes.
Yeah? Why Vanessa?
His first
vibes?
impression rose, it's a curse on it. So, I mean, Rachel, technically speaking, statistically, she's done. So Vanessa, I think, was like a quiet, classy, intellectual.
Bob, Teresa on Facebook thinks Raquel and Nick would make a good couple. What's your pick, though?
I like Danielle L. I think Danielle L is my big pick. I think that they kind of buried the lead in the first episode. They showed her, you know, she's a business owner, she's done her own thing, but I definitely think she's going to be one that kind of that brings it through in the end. I think that Vanessa's going to be there too. Very impressive, Italian, French. I think she even has a good grasp of the English language, which is unusual. So that's kind of fantastic.
I love it. Well, it's nice to get your tidbits and behind the scenes takes. Olivia and Bob, thank you so much for getting up early, being here with us.
See you guys.
This is Jennifer Lawrence in People. This is Jennifer photobombing Taylor Swift, and Sarah Jessica Parker, and Liam Hemsworth. This is Jared Leto in People, photobombing Anne Hathaway, and Reese sneaking one in on Sophia and Joe. This is Dustin Hoffman, photobombing the dame herself, Judi Dench, proving that while we all love the fashion of the red carpet, it's people who steal the show. People, the details make the story. Don't miss this week's People.
All right, guys, it is safe to say our man Lance Bass has some pretty cool friends. I mean, Justin Timberlake, come on. But one of our favorite Bass besties has to be Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star Lisa Vanderpump. Of course, the ever-reigning queen of basically all things is very good BFFs with the former NSYNC singer. So when he recently stopped by our LA studios, we just had to know what's one thing we would be surprised to learn about the posh star. Check this out.
Lisa Vanderpump is one of my best friends, and we actually spent Thanksgiving together this year. And one thing that surprised me, I mean, we all know she loves animals and she has horses at her house, but she's an amazing rider. You know, she has a horse and she brought her horse on vacation with us for Thanksgiving, and we went to Palm Springs. I was very surprised because, you know, she can ride Western, English, bareback. She does it all, and she looks good doing it.
All right, Lisa, I see you. Very impressive. And of course, we couldn't let Lance go without talking a little Finding Prince Charming. The show has been approved for a second season, so we wanted to get all the new season scoop, including if Lisa Vanderpump would ever show up on an upcoming episode. Who knows? Maybe. We'll find out. A little reality crossover never hurt anyone. See what Lance had to say.
With this next season of Finding Prince Charming, I do want to bring in a lot of my personal friends. Because I'm there to help these guys find love. I'm the ultimate wingman. So to bring in my personal friends to help them find love is what I would love to see in this next season. So bringing Vanderpump in would be pretty amazing. Maybe she can help us all do makeovers or something. Vanderpump would definitely be down to be on Finding Prince Charming. She loves the gays.
This is Jennifer Lawrence in People. This is Jennifer photobombing Taylor Swift, and Sarah Jessica Parker and Liam Hemsworth, proving that while we all love the fashion of the red carpet, it's people who steal the show. People. The details make the story.
It's that time again. The stars are on the move, and we're following them in today's edition of Star Treks. So a lot of us are still recovering from New Year's Eve, and as you will soon see, Miley Cyrus was basically all of us January 1st. But if you missed it, Miley and her boo Liam Hemsworth rang in 2017 with an intimate smooch at a rocking New Year's Eve party Saturday night, and we can't stop looking at all the pics. At the party, Miley hung out with close friends and her future Hemsworth in-laws, but of course, the singer did not forget her own family, sharing a special New Year's Eve kiss with Mama Trish Cyrus. Very cute. However, as we all know, after the party is the after party, and then the hangover. Miley posted this hilarious pic with the caption, "Hungover Mermaid," perfectly capturing how we were all feeling Monday morning. But in typical Miley fashion, she showed us that the best cure for a New Year's Eve hangover is carbo loading. Miley posted these pics of her chowing down on some pizza and pasta, writing, "Good night, world. 2017, I dig you already." Well, leave it to Miley to be real about her hangovers and overdoing it on some pasta and za. Gotta say, she's off to a great 2017. Za was pizza, do you get it?
Yes.
In other New Year's Eve news, Bindi Irwin was finally reunited with her long-distance boyfriend, Chandler Powell, after over a month apart. The teenage conservationist captioned this photo, "I missed you. Wonderful to be back at the Australia Zoo after celebrating New Year's in gorgeous Tasmania together. So sweet." Well, Chandler even joined Bindi on the Insta Love, posting this pic on Saturday. He writes, 2016 will be the one I remember for the rest of my life. Thank you for making it so incredible. I can't wait to make 2017 even more memorable with you. Seriously, guys, cannot take all of the cuteness. Bindi and Chandler, who have been dating since November of 2013, met at the Australia Zoo while he was visiting the country for a professional wakeboarding competition, and the rest is history. Since Chandler currently attends college in Florida, this New Year's reunion was a special one for the sweet couple. And I know we cannot wait to see more adorable pics in 2017, so keep them coming, you two. And speaking of romance in the new year, Khloe Kardashian seems to have it all figured out. Khloe posted this pic with boyfriend Tristan Thompson on Insta, writing, "Happy New Year. May you always be surrounded by the love you are deserving of. May God's blessings continue to rain on us all." The 32-year-old reality star rocked a tight, sparkling gold dress with a high ponytail and made sure to show off her bow by sharing their New Year's kiss with this sexy Insta pic. Khloe and Tristan have been dating since the fall, and as we can see from this pic, love is clearly in the air. Tristan posted this photo of the duo in matching fur coats around Christmas time, proving they are a couple who always rides in style. Well, I know we couldn't be happier for the couple. Khloe had some highs and lows in 2016, finalizing her divorce with Lamar Odom right before the start of the new year. But it already looks like 2017 will be a year to remember for the bubbly Kardashian, with Tristan right by her side. And those are your Star Treks for today.
All right, thanks, Andrea. All right, guys, it is officially 2017. We all know what comes along with that, the whole new year, new you thing. But if you want to ease into getting in shape and feeling good about it, here's 3 simple moves for any person looking to get into yoga. Check this out.
Hi, I'm Bea Bosnack, and I'm a yoga expert. And these are 3 very easy and simple moves for any new beginner. We'll get started standing, so come to the top of your mat with your feet hip distance. Let your heels be under your lungs and reach your arms all the way overhead. Grab your right wrist with your left hand, and as you inhale, take a long extension up, and as you exhale, up and over to the side. Feeling your side stretch here, opening through your external obliques. Maybe look down, maybe look to the side, or if it works, look up. Any place where there's no tension in your neck. With each breath in, find more length, and with each exhale, find a little bit more depth. As you inhale, come back to center, and as you exhale, switch the grip of your hands. Inhale, get long, and as you exhale, side body stretch over to the opposite side. Keep your front ribs in there to help you protect the lower back as well as your sacrum, and push deeply into the 4 corners of your feet. Inhale, reach up. And as you exhale, release your arms and towards the sides of your bodies. The second pose, start with seated position. As you bring the soles of your feet together, grab a hold of your ankles. As you inhale, open your chest nice and wide, so you're creating this arch through your upper back. And as you exhale, do the opposite, so push your spine away as you round and curl. Inhale, same thing, open up through the chest, let the shoulders relax, maybe even a slight little gaze up. And as you exhale, round and curl your spine. And then as you continue with your breath, do the same movements. This will help you to create some space there in the whole spinal column, as well as opening through your chest, softening through the shoulders. And we'll bring much more hydration and stimulation into the spine so that you can move freely in your body. And the third and final pose will be plank pose. We'll start in hands and knees, all 4s. And then send your left leg back so that your left toes are aligned with your left wrist, and send your right leg back so that your right toes are aligned with your right wrist. You might notice that your belly starts to collapse down into the ground. Draw your belly in and upwards and push the ground away. We're looking for a slight little lift and a doming up through your upper back, which will in time create much more upper body strength. Keep the gaze slightly forward and breathe.
3 things.
I feel so zen
I'm
now.
very zen. I
Very
want to
zen.
do that whole thing every morning before we start the show. Can we do it for the new year?
Are we gonna film it? I don't think
No, we're
know
not
if anyone,
filming
I don't think anyone wants to really
It's
see
never going to
it.
happen. Secondly, I would like the flock of seagulls tattoo as well.
I
That is
actually
super
want that
cool.
too. We should go get that.
Third, can we
It's really
record her
cute.
voice on something just to wake up to that
I'm
every
telling you,
morning?
that's why I feel so zen. I feel like I could just sit here and be at peace with everything that's going on in my life.
So coming up tomorrow, everyone, Derek and
Julianne.
Julianne, they're doing a special People Now Confess Sesh, plus Kelly Osbourne opening up about her new tell-all memoir. We
Thank
cannot
you
wait.
so much for watching. And for now, we leave you with one last thing from Megan Hilty. Enjoy.
Bye, guys.
Hi, I'm Megan Hilty, and this is One Last Thing. The last TV show I binge-watched was The Walking Dead. The last time I laughed so hard I cried was a couple nights ago. I was hanging out with my band, and I can't repeat what I laughed so hard I cried about. Yeah, it was naughty.